The Imperium of Man is set on all sides by the ever-consuming forces of Xenos. This former Imperial stronghold set to be overrun by a raiding party of Orks. One thing stands in their way in total dominance of this planet. The Deathwatch.
Hi guys, welcome back to Geeks Wargaming and welcome to our latest 40k battle report. We're being joined on the channel again by Thom.
Hi all.
Who is on Instagram as the Angel Exterminatus.
Yeah, if you want, please give us a follow. You get to see Emperor's Children 30k, Raven Guards and Deathwatch, and also some AOS, really.
There's no point.
Yeah, the occasional picture of you on there. That may be a point.
That is true. So today it is Deathwatch versus Orks. So it's going to be interesting to see the FAQ for the Codex. The war boss on a bike allows bikers and infantry to advance and assault now, so that's quite nice.
That's going to be scary.
It is. We're doing mission from chapter approved as well, so we're doing Ascension, which is 6 objective markers on the board. If it is held by a character, the longer that you hold it, the more victory points that you get. So your characters might actually be stuck on an objective, which I think will work quite nicely. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It's been a little while since we fought each other.
Oh, it's been, what, 6 months at least?
Longer than that. I think our last game was Heresy. Ultramarines versus Emperor's Children, I think.
Yeah.
It might have even been the Titan game.
Oh, that was,
the
was
Warhound Titan game, which is ages ago. Yeah. But yeah, it should be a good fun game. I'm hoping to enjoy my Orks. The love has gone a little bit since 8th edition came out, but I'm hoping to enjoy this one a little bit more. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe this video as well, guys. And let's go take a look at the armies. HQ and Warlord for the Deathwatch today. We have Watchmaster Dave. He is equipped with Guardian Spear and the Relic Beacon Angelus. Hey, another HQ choice, we have Watch Captain Rich, apparently. He is equipped with a Combi Melter and a Xenophase Blade. Over to troops, these are all veterans. So we have the first squad of veterans in here. There are 3 frag cannons, 2 shotguns, and a sergeant with bolter and chainsword. Exactly the same loadout for the second squad. The third veteran squad is made up of a Terminator with a power fist and assault cannon. We have 4 frag cannons, veteran with a storm shield and bolter, watch sergeant with bolt gun and chainsword, and a vanguard veteran with a storm shield and thunderhammer and a jetpack. Dedicated transports, we have got 1 Razorback with heavy bolters, 1 with las cannons. Elites, we have got a Dreadnought equipped with assault cannon and a power fist. And into fly, we have the Corvus Black Star equipped with hurricane bolters, assault cannons and the Storm Strike missiles. So that is Thom's 1,500 points. Battalion detachment giving him a total of 8 command points. HQ and Warlord for the Orks today. I'm taking Ghazghkull Thraken. This guy's a standard. I'm also taking a Weird Boy as well, so De Jump and Smite for me today. Third HQ choice, I'm taking a War Boss on a bike with a Power Claw. Into troops, taking a 10 Gretchen squad. I'm also taking a 12-boy shooter squad with a boss knob with a big chopper and also a rocket in that squad. 23 boy squad, power claw on the boss knob and 2 big shooters. Into elites, I'm taking an 8 knob squad on bikes, 4 power claws in here. I'm also taking a pain boy on a bike, so we'll be joined with the war boss with this squad. Heavy support, I'm taking a battle wagon with a zap gun and 3 big shooters. And finally 2 dedicated transports, both with big shooters. So that is my 1,500 points of Orks in a brigade detachment, giving me 8 command points. The forces are down, the objective markers are down. 6 objective markers down on the board. First one in the Deathwatch deployment zone next to the Razorback. Then we've got the Corvus Black Star, the Dreadnoughts with assault cannons, And finally, another Razorback with heavy bolters on. Light on the ground for the Deathwatch. Are they going to be overwhelmed by the Orks? Most of our objective markers are in the middle of the battlefield. Into the Orks deployment zone, we have an empty truck, 24 boy squad and the weird boy hunkered down behind this building for some cover. The 6th and final objective is up on top of the bastion, surrounded by Gretchen. Battle wagon with Gaz and the shooter boys in, an empty truck, and then all of the bikes, the pain boy and the war bus on the bike. On this side of the battlefield, we need troops on the board. We need those squishy humans, but they are currently inside their tin can tanks. We need to pop them open. So Deathwatch finished deploying first, so they get +1 to their roll. So let's see then, Tom, what do we get? I get a 4. Tom gets a 2, which becomes a 3. So it is Orks to go first. Tom, being salty, is now going to try and seize. No. The Orks have started their long march up the battlefield. The first of the trucks has moved its full movement up and onto an objective. The second truck has moved its full movement up and onto an objective. Battle wagon has come round. Zap gun, if it hits and gets the strength, got a nice line of shot at the dreadnought down here. The bikes have moved all the way up. Now, thanks to the FAQ, I'll be able to advance and charge because I've got a war boss on a bike within 6 inches. So the idea is advance, charge into that Razorback, destroying that. Not much shooting going to happen this turn, but let's see if we can do some damage with that zap gun. The only thing left to do is advance my bikers. How far will they move up? It's a whole 6 inches. So that's the unit advance, but we need to do the same for the pain boy and the war boss. So the pain boy will go 4 inches and the war boss will go 5 inches. Zap gun is going to shoot first, but we need to determine its strength. Ooh, that's not bad. I will take that. A strength 9 weapon. I will take that. So now we just need to try and hit. So I'm going to be hitting on 5s because I'm an orc. He gets a 5. We've gone and hit with the zap gun. So the zap gun going to need a 3 to wound. He gets a wound on it as well. Now this is a -3 weapon with a flat 3 damage. So then, Tom, what have you...
My 3+ goes to a 6+.
6 up save.
No, I failed.
Oh, where did that even go?
With a 2.
He fails it with a 2, so 3 damage off that dreadnought straight away. I'm quite happy with that. The big shooter on the truck is going to shoot down at the Razorback with the las cannons. 3 shots hitting on 5s. I get 1 hit. So only strength 5 against toughness 7, so I'm going to need 5s. He goes and gets a 5. This is no AP with just 1 flat damage. So then Tom, 3 up save, which he then fails. So that is 1 damage off that Razorback. We might as well try and chip off a few more wounds off that dreadnought. So the other truck's big shooter is going to shoot at the dreadnought. Get 1 hit. Again though, only strength 5. So I'm going to need 5s to wound him, which I don't get. So into the charge phase, the bikes are going to go in first. Tommy's obviously going to choose to overwatch. Any 6s. He gets 2 6s. I am toughness 5.
So 4s.
Forced to wound me.
2.
He gets 2 wounds and it's AP -1. So I'm going to need 2 5-up saves. I don't make either of them, so one of the guys takes 2 wounds. Let's see who makes it into combat then. So the boys on bikes are in. The pain boy and the war boss. I'm just going to quickly measure. So the war boss is going to need a 7, which I get with a 10, and then the pain boy is going to need an 8. Which only gets 7. But do you know what? That's not too bad. So I'm going to be hit with my power claws first. So this is -1 to hit. So I'm hitting on 4s, but I will be doing the damage on 3. So 4s to wound. That's not great. So 3s to do any damage. Oh, we've all damage. So then, Tom, you've got 5 6-ups to make.
The Emperor. I'll make 2.
Make 2 of them. 3 go through. That is not too bad at all. So these are D3 damage. Oh, Oh, that'll do. That'll do nicely. There's 9 straight away. So now it's time for the rest of the knobs to hit with their choppers, basically. So +1 attacks. So I get 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Ooh. Oh, wow. Only one of those. Oh, 2 of those have missed. So I'm strength 5 against toughness 7. So I'm going to need to see them 5 and 6s. So we've got... That was knocked. You've got 5 wounds. Normal 3-up save then, Tom.
1 failed.
Only
2 failed.
2 failed. So it has gone. It is out of wounds. Does it explode, Tom?
You know what the annoying thing is?
1 dice.
Oh, sorry.
1 dice. So does it explode, Tom?
No.
No, it doesn't. So the guys are going to get out of that. So at the end of the first turn for the Orks, I score 1 victory point for holding the objective with the truck, 2 victory points for holding on to the other objective with the truck, 3 for holding on one with the Gretchen, 4 for 1 with the Pain Boy, and I score first blood. It's time for the counter punch from the Deathwatch. First of the squads are out of the Razorback, holding on to that objective. Nicely placed around side the building. Razorback has moved up, holding on to the objective by the statue. The Dreadnought, slightly angered at the damage caused, is moving up, looking at the truck. Guys obviously blasted out of their Razorback, looking at putting shots into the knobs on bikes. And the Black Star Flyer is closest to the War Boss now, so shots going on to him. First unit to open up will be the guys who came out of their Razorbacks. Tom is going to sort out the frag cannons first. So 2d6
shots each, and there's 3.
2d6 shots each, and there's 3 of them. Come on then, Tom, roll these up for me.
So 7, 7, 4. Not great.
Not exactly bad either. There's a lot of shots coming in. These guys will automatically be hitting me. Tom also gets a re-roll of 1 to wounds because of Ferrari. Mission tactic Ferrari.
Yeah.
So 3s to wound me with the re-rolls of 1s. Fun times.
The symbols are the 1s.
Yeah, symbols and 1s because it's Games Workshop.
Oh, great dice roll.
2 1s again. So there's quite a lot of wounds going in here. 11 damage, damn it. Oh, that's not great. So 5 have gone through, 1 damage a pop as well. So from the frag cannons, I lost 1 guy who was on 1 wound. I lost another guy who was untouched, and 1 guy has 2 wounds remaining. But we've still got the shots from the shotguns to come in. D6 shots each from these shotguns.
4.
So only 4 shots. Hit me on 3s.
No, automatically hitting.
Oh, they automatically hit, and these are wounding as well. Wow.
Yeah, so this is to wound.
Rerolling that 1.
No wounds.
Excellent, no wounds at all. Bolt gun, cracking shots going in. 2 hits.
Wounds on 2s.
So there's 1 wound. There's 2 wounds. There's no minus on this bolt gun. Save them both. Tom has decided he wants to get rid of the knobs on bikes because of the power claw. So the Black Star's shots are all going to go into that unit. Assault cannons first. 12 shots hitting on 4s.
Rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s.
So miss.
There's a few misses. There's another 2 there, Tom.
Yeah, quite a lot.
That's actually quite a lot of misses. Only 4 hits.
And I'm hitting on 4s. That's
you
not
you
bad.
are you are hitting on 4s.
3s to wound you.
1 wound. Out of all of that, there is only 1 wound. Hurricane bolters now from the Black Star shooting down into the same squad.
So I get to reroll 1s to
You
hit
do.
because you don't fly. So those are a few 2s that miss. All the rest hit.
Yeah.
I'm needing 5s.
You do need 5s to wound me. 2 wounds. No AP modifier on these. That was slightly cocked. So I've saved 1 and 1 goes through. The 2 Storm Strike missiles are going to go into the Pain Boy that's on that objective.
I'm hitting you on 4s.
4s to hit me.
Rerolling 1s.
2 6s. Oh, damn you, Tom.
Strength 8.
It is strength 8. I'm toughness 5, so you need 3s. That's a cocked. So we've got 1 wound on that. So Tom is now going to use his Warlord trait, the Law of Forbidden Knowledge. or hidden knowledge or whatever it's called. So he gets to re-roll a wound or saving throw per turn, and he rolls a 1. So 3 damage to that pain boy, leaves him on 2 wounds, but I ignore them on a 6. I've got 4 dice in my hand, that's not helpful. Any 6s, I get 1 6. He ignores one of those wounds. So the Dreadnought is now going to shoot with his assault cannons at the knobs on bikes. Thom has automatically taken a dislike to these guys and wants them off the battlefield. So Thom's going to take a -1 to hit because he's moved, so 4s to hit me. Oh, Thom, there's lots of... Well, okay, 50-50, yeah. 3 1s. So get 3 hits, toughness 5.
3s to wound.
3s to wound me. 1 wound. So the assault cannon's -1. So 5 up to save. No, it's 1 damage. So this might be a little bit of overkill, but Thom's going to shoot the 2 last cannons from the Razorback at the knobs on bikes as well. But he has moved, so he's hitting me on 4s. So 1 hit. He's going to be wounding me on 3s.
Yeah.
Which of course he rolls a 2.
Right, I'm going to command point.
Oh, you're going to command point that. Okay, go on. Command point reroll. He still gets a 2. But then do you get your command point back? On a 5 plus you do. He does, so that cost him nothing, but there was no damage done. The guys out of the other Razorback are now going to shoot down into the truck. So these are the frag cannons, Thom?
So they're using impact rounds, so hitting on 3s.
Impact rounds, hitting on 3s.
5 hits.
Not bad, 5 hits. I am toughness 6.
I'm strength 7.
Oh, strength 7, okay.
3s to wound.
3s to wound. I'll give you that one as cocked, that 2. House rules. Ah, still a 2. So you get 3.
And these are -2, 2 damage each.
-2, 2 damage each. Ow. So I've got 3 6-up saves to make on the truck. I don't make any of them. So I'm now going to do my ramshackle. So on a roll of a 6, because this weapon causes 2 damage, that will drop down to 1 if I get that 6. Which I don't. So there is 6 wounds. So the sergeant of this squad is now going to fire a Tempest shell into the truck, whatever that does.
Hits on a 3+.
Hits on a 3, he's
so
hit.
It automatically does D3 mortal wounds.
What?
For 2.
So 2 mortal wounds. So yeah, down to 2 wounds on that truck. So Thom now needs to see if he gets that command point back from the Tempest shells.
Yes,
he does as well. He hasn't lost any command points yet. Morale check on the knobs on bikes. Leadership 7 because the boss knob is still there. I've lost 5 guys. So I need to roll a 2 or a 1 now. Which I don't. Which is 1 guy disappearing. Thom has declared that these guys here from the Razorback are going to go into the knobs on bikes in combat. So, Overwatch, Daka guns, 2 of them, 12 dice, hitting on 6s. I get 3 hits. I'll be wounded on 3s. I get 3 wounds, Thom. So 3 normal saves, please. There's a 1 there.
Yep.
That's a shame, isn't it? But he's going to command point re-roll that.
Saved.
Saved him.
And then do I get that command point back?
Oh yeah, good point. Do you get the command point back?
Yes, I do.
What is going on with you in these rolls?
Yeah.
So, do you make it into combat? You're going to make it into combat.
Yes.
You definitely make it into combat. So I've done a heroic intervention with my war boss. He will go into combat as well. So, Thom, hit my knobs on bikes, please.
Okay, so they're 2 attacks each.
They are 2 attacks each, yeah.
Plus they'll have a chainsword in their profile, even if they're not armed with one. So the problem is, it's hard to stick everything on models. 3 attacks each, that's 18.
18 attacks off these 5 little guys.
Yeah, and hitting you on 3s, re-rolling 1s to win.
Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Nice.
So we're hitting on 3s, no re-rolls this time. So 18 attacks, hitting on 3s.
That's not the best.
No.
It's not horrendous.
It's not the best at all.
No, it isn't. A few misses there.
And then...
toughness 5.
5 to wound you, re-rolling 1s.
5 to wounds.
Re-roll the 1s to wound.
So you've got 3 wounds.
Yes.
Any AP modifier?
No.
So 4 up save. I make 1 of them. So 2 wounds on 1 guy. Time for the power claws to hit back. Hitting on 4s. Ooh, 2 miss. Strength 10, so I'm going to need 2s to wound him. And you roll a 1. So you've got 3 wounds at -3, Tom. 6
ups.
saves 1 of them. So 2 are dead. 4 attacks. Normally hitting on 2s, but it's power claw, so I'm hitting on 3s. All of them have hit. 2s to do the damage. That one's slightly cocked. All 4 have wounded, Tom. 6 ups again.
No, they're all dead.
They do D3 damage, but it doesn't really matter. So all 4 of that unit have gone. So the Dreadnought's also going to go into combat. We've done this slightly out of order, but, you know, we're having fun getting carried away. Big shooter at the Dreadnought. 3. Any 6s. I managed to get 1. 6. Strength 5. So I'm going to be wounding on 5s. No wounds. So it's a 10 for Tom. 2 dice.
Oh!
He goes and makes it into combat. That's okay, he's closer to Gaz. So the Dreadnought now hitting on 3s, 4 attacks. Oh, 2 misses. Oh dear. Strength 12, toughness 6. Winning me on 2s. 1 wound at -3, so I can't do anything. It's 3 damage, so I can do my ramshackle. Yeah. So on a roll of 6, it becomes a 1. Doesn't. 3 damage to that truck, and I get to hit back as well. 3 attacks on the truck, hitting on 6s. No 6s. So at the end of Tom's turn, 2 victory points scored. 1 for the objective with the Razorback, and 2 for the objective hidden away in the building with the Deathwatch sitting on them. Orks now on the offensive up the battlefield. Truck has stayed still. The big blob of boys has also stayed still. Battle wagon coming around. It's got Gaz in. Looking at popping the Razorback down here. Maybe with the Zap gun if I get lucky. The Knobs on Bikes, Warboss and Painboy have all joined up together. Looking at going into that Dreadnought to try and teach that a lesson as well. So let's head over to Psychic and Shooting. So, Psychic, I'm going to try and manifest the jump with the Weird Boy. It is Warp Charge 7. Oh, he gets a 6. I'm going to command point reroll 1 of them. It goes off, thank God. So I've set the Orc boys up 9 inches away from the Deathwatch squad down here. Looking at going into combat. The battle wagon that's moved up, I'm going to fire all of the big shooters at the Deathwatch squad. And I'm going to fire the Zap gun at the Razorback. So, what strength will that Zap gun be this turn? It'll be a 5. That's slightly annoying.
You're shooting the Razorback?
I'm shooting the Razorback, Tom, yes. You're going to choose to jink, really. So, hitting on a 5. Of course it misses. So, the 3 big shooters going down into that Deathwatch squad, hitting on 5s. I get 1 hit. So, strength 5. So, 3s. He rolls a 1. It's going well so far. Big shooter from the truck down into that Deathwatch squad. 5 and 6s. He gets 1 hit. 3s to wound. He wounds. No AP value, Tom. You have 1 saving throw to make. Can this Deathwatch tactical squad down here.
That's the bingo.
He goes and makes it. The Daka guns from the bikes now going to try and shoot this Black Star. So I'm going to need 6s to hit the damn thing, but I've got quite a few dice. 6s to hit. I've got 1. I've got 1, people. Going to need a 5 up to do any damage. He gets a 5 as well. No AP modifier. It is just a 3+ save. He gets a 2. He takes a wound on his flyer. Into the charge phase, I'm going to try and take the Painboy, the Warboss, and the Knobs on Bikes into the Dreadnought. So, boys first, 5 inches, they will be in. Painboy will be in, and then the Warboss probably won't be in, actually.
Prior to the charge, the Deathwatch are going to stem the green tide. I'm going to spend 2 command points, and for every Orc I kill, wound I do to an Orc, it reduces his charge distance by -1.
Oh, that's cheeky. So for every Orc killed, you reduce my charge range by -1.
Yes.
Filth. Okay.
So
Overwatching. So what's first then, Tom?
So since I'm not 8 inches away,
You are not.
I can't use my frag cannon as assault rounds.
No, you cannot.
But what I can do is you're in 12, is use all 6 of them to do the high impact shells, which is strength 9.
Ooh, strength 9 impact shells. Okay, here we go. Hitting on 6s.
Yes.
1 6.
Yep.
Strength 9 against toughness 4. So you're going to be wounded on 2s.
Yep.
It's wounded. AP minus.
3.
Anything above a 1 is a dead
No, it's
orc.
dead.
So we have 1 dead orc. I can kind of live with that so far.
And then the 2 shotguns using wordworm shells.
Wordworm shells, okay.
Hitting on 6s.
1 hit. Oh, you're getting very lucky with your 6s all of a sudden.
Wounds on a 4 with shred.
No wound. Just shreds. No wound again.
Oh.
Excellent. I like
And then
that.
finally the bolt gun.
Yeah.
We only have enough for 1 round, 'cause it's only in 24. I use the Kraken to hit on a 6. No.
No. So it's going to be a -1 to my charge range
Sorry.
because of my... Oh, no, he's got something else as
Command
well.
points if I get them back.
Oh, yeah, command points.
I do get them both back. I haven't spent any yet.
You've not spent a command point yet. You've saved
I've
every
taken
single
those
one of
6s
them.
on, like, the assault cannons.
That's so lucky. Right, anyway, let's see if we can get these boys in. So, I'm going to need a 9 now to get these guys into combat. It's only a 5. So, because of Here We Go, I get to re-roll this. He gets a 10. They're in combat. So after double checking the profile, the war boss on a bike has Here We Go as well. So let's re-roll him. No, it's still rubbish. I've got 1 or 2 dice in my hand. I'm hitting on 3s. We're going to have to go work this out because that's a hell of a lot of
I only
dice.
count 4.
So we've got 64 hits. Now I'm going to need 4s to wound. Again, we're going to have to go work this out. So I managed to do 37 wounds, 3 up saves.
The Emperor, all saved.
All saved? I don't think they are
There's
they?
4,
There's 4.
5, 6. Unsurprisingly, the squad is dead.
Yeah, the squad is pretty dead.
But 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
Out of 37, only 11 failed.
Only 11 failed.
That's not bad. I mean, they're very dead.
They are very dead. So unsurprisingly enough, Tom is going to spend 2 command points to interrupt, and his dreadnought will hit next. So do you get the command points back? Knowing you, probably.
Yeah.
Every single command point he's managed to gain. I'm starting to hate this guy. 4 attacks, all into the knobs on bikes.
Hitting on 3s.
All but 1.
I'm going to command point reroll that.
Okay, you're going to command point that.
Still misses.
Still misses. Do you get the command point back?
No.
Yes, he's finally lost a command point.
And then 2s to wound.
2s to wound me. Oh dear. Oh, there's a 1.
So this is 3 damage each.
Oh dear. So it's -3. It's a 4 up save, so I can't save the Orc Bikers, but I do have my Pain Boy. So I want to see some 6s. I don't see any 6s there. Pain Boy now is going to hit 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. 2 misses and 2 hits. I am strength 5. Dreadnought's toughness 7. So I'm going to need 5s. I get 1 5. That's not too bad. So Tom's got his normal 3 up, which of course he makes. And then it's over to my truck. 3 attacks, hitting on 6s. No hits. So at the end of the Orcs turn 2, I score 3 victory points. 1 for that truck, 2 for the big blob of boys, and 3 for the Gretchen down there. Reinforcements desperately needed for the Deathwatch. The Razorback staying still, holding on to that objective. The Flyer has dropped off the next squad down here. The Watchmaster, Watchmaster Dave, has stayed inside the Flyer, which has moved around as well, looking at targeting the poor Gretchen on top of the building. These guys, lots and lots of Frank cannons coming down at my war boss on a bike. Yeah, it's going okay for both sides at the moment. I think this squad are probably going to help. Be interesting to see what tactics Tom can do to pull back some victory points. So Tom is going to change his mission tactics and that he'll be re-rolling ones on HQ choices. So that's a command point, which he loses. So he will now be re-rolling 1s to wound against HQs. Corvus Blackstar is going to unleash hell on the Gretchen. Let's see if they can survive. So everything will be shooting at the Gretchen apart from 2 missiles that are coming down at the battle wagon. So assault cannons first.
Hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. There are
4 ones in there, re-rolling them.
Makes a difference. Not huge. Half.
Yeah, about half missed, half hit. That's not too bad for you. The poor Gretchen are only toughness 2, so wounding me on 2s. Oh, there's 2 ones. So 4 wounds. It's -1 off the assault cannons, but they are in cover, so that's +1. So I'm back to my 6 up save. 4 dead little Gretchen. Hurricane bolters next to shoot.
In on 3s, re-rolling 1s. All hit.
All of them.
Oh, no, sorry.
No, look, it's all hit. You're getting a bit carried away there.
They're confused. They're like 5s. And
Wounded on 2s. 6?
6, yes.
6 wounds. Because of my -1 for cover, it's now a 5 up save. 6 wounds to do. 5 ups. I save 1 of them. So there's 8 dead in total. Yep, Tom just pointed out I can't count. There's 9 dead. So 2 missiles down into the battle wagon.
In on 4s, both hit.
Toughness 7, strength 8. 3s to wound me. 2 wounds. Any AP modifier on them?
AP 3.
AP -3. The battle wagon's a 4 up save, so I can't save it.
3 damage each.
3 damage each. So 6 damage off that. Ouch. It's time to shoot the war boss on the bike with those frag cannons. This is going to hurt. So Thomas decided to go with the frag round. So these automatically hit 2d6 each to work out woundage.
So 8 dice.
That's not
7, 8, 10, 12, 15,
19, 20. Because I'm toughness 6, these are going to need 4s to wound me, but Tom will be re-rolling any 1s. There's 2 1s, 3 1s, 4 1s in there. There's another one there. So re-rolling them. 4s to wound me. Oh, there's quite a few in there.
That is 5, 10, 12 saves at -1, please.
12 5 up saves to make. So here we go. Can I make this? I do have a 6 up, feel no pain as well from the pain boy, but 5 ups to start with. So I've saved 5 of them. So we've got 7 wounds gone through. This guy has 7 wounds, and I've got my feel no pain. Oh, it's a saved 2 of them, so he's lost 5 wounds. He's alive with 2. The watch captain is now going to shoot with his melter.
Combi melter, yeah.
His combi melter, so here we go. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s.
Hit.
Shockingly enough, he's hit. Wounding me on 3s.
Re-rolling 1s. Wounds. This is -4, so it's just your invul.
So -4, so all I've got is my pain boy's save. So what damage does that melter do?
5.
I'm going to have to make a 4 of these 5 dice on a 6. And I'll make 1 of them. So the war boss on a bike is dead. Razorback is now going to shoot its last cannons at the truck on that objective. So hitting on 3s.
I'm going to command point reroll.
You're going to command point reroll that? Okay. It's a hit. So do you get your command point back? No, you don't. So you got 2 hits. It's going to be a wound on 3s, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a snake eyes. It's a snake eyes. Happy days. With a leadership of 4 and losing 8, the one remaining Gretchen will be disappearing off the battlefield. Straight into combat with the Dreadnought. The Dreadnought will be hitting first. Where are you putting your attacks, Tom? On the truck or on the pain boy?
Am I allowed to split?
You are. You can, yeah.
I'm going to put 1 onto the pain boy, 3 onto the truck.
Okay, so 3 onto the truck first, hitting on 3s. 2 hits.
So 2s.
2s to wound me.
Yeah, of course.
So only 1 damage. Now I can't save that.
No.
Because it's -3, so that becomes a 7. But I do have Ramshackle. Is it more than 1 damage?
Yes, 3.
So I need a 6 on this, which I don't get. So it takes 3 damage that truck. It's going to be down to 4. Hit on the pain boy. It hits.
2s to wound.
2s to wound me.
Wounds.
Now I can't save it again, so it's going to be 3 feel no pains.
Yeah.
Just save one of them. He's going to be alive with 1 wound remaining. So now the truck is down to 4 wounds. It's D3 attacks. I only get the 1. I'm going to be hitting on 6s, which I don't get. Pain Boy has 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. All but 1 have hit. But I'm going to be wounding on 5s. I get 1 wound, Tom, so you've got 1 normal save on your Dreadnought to make, which you fail.
Command point.
Oh, he's going to command point that.
Pass.
Passes it.
Do
Do
I
you
get
get
the
command point back?
No.
No. Dreadnought is still going. It's quite an even contest down here. So at the end of turn 2, Tom scores an extra 2 victory points. 1 for the squad that is out of the flyer. And the Razorback is still sitting on 1 objective there. It is currently 7-4 on victory points to the Orks as we move into turn 3. It's time to get a bit of a cluster mess in the middle of the battlefield. The Weird Boy and the truck have stayed still. The boys around here have now trying to get around that Razorback going into combat down there. The battle wagon has moved around, looking at bringing its guns to bear on the Deathwatch that stepped out of the flyer. Gaz and the shooter boys are out. Gaz leading the way, going into combat with that Dreadnought. Shooter boys and probably the big shooters down at them if they're in range. First person to shoot will be Gaz, using his twin big shooters down at the Deathwatch guys down here. So I'm hitting on 5 still. Makes no difference that he's Gaz. So I only get 1 hit. Strength 5, so I'm going to be wounding on 3s. Takes a wound. No AP modifier, Tom.
Saved.
And saved it. Shooter boys are going to shoot with their shooter weapons. And they're assault 2, so they're not a pistol, so they can't go in there. So down into this. Only 3 of them are in range, so 6 shots. Hitting on 5s. I get 2 hits. These are strength 4, so I'm going to be wounding on 4s. 1 wound.
The Emperor.
Saves it. Oh, it's getting juicy. Right, the rocket from that squad is going to shoot in as well. 5 and a 6. Misses. Battle wagon is now going to shoot into the same squad. All 3 big shooters. Only 1 hit. Wounding on 3s. Wounded. Watch Tom make a 3-up save. He doesn't. So the Watch Sergeant has gone. So the Zap gun is going to be strength. Strength 4. But I've moved. It's a heavy weapon, so I'm going to need a 6 to hit. It's a 4. Big shooter from the other truck shooting down at the Razorback. Hitting on 5s. I get 1 hit. 5s to wound. No wounds. We're going to put all the shots on these Orks into that Razorback as well. 2 big shooters in this squad. That's cocked. 2 hits. 5s again. No wounds. 20 normal shots. Going in. Oh, there's quite a few 5 and 6s in there. So, I'm going to need 5s. Oh, 5s to wound. Look at that. 4 6s. So, Tom's got 4 3-up saves to make. Can he do it? Can we do some damage? Oh, we take 2. So it's down to 7 as we...
I'm going to command point reroll one of these.
Of course he is. He saves it, so it's just down to 1.
Do I get the command point back?
No, you don't. So he's going to be on 8 as we go into combat. Gaz going in to the Dreadnought. It's going to be a 6-inch charge. So Gaz has got Here We Go, so I get to re-roll. Oh, he's in nicely. The shooter boys, can they get in? It's a 7. Yes, they can. And then the boys and the Razorback. So, Tom, las cannons, Overwatch in. He gets a 6. Roll me a 1. He rolls a 1 to wound me. Yes.
Las cannon, 3 1s to wound in a row.
Look at that. They survive las cannon shots. They are in. Gaz is going to be the first one to hit. 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, no modifier because of the custom clause. Hitting on 2s, there's 1 miss in there. So I'm doing the damage on 3s. Oh, I'm going to command point reroll that one. Yes, so all 4 have damaged, -3, Tom. So can you do 6s? No, you cannot. It is 3 flat damage. So you've got 12 damage on that Dreadnought. It goes bye-bye. Does it blow up? Please don't let it blow up. Here we go. This is just the dice off the Ork boys into that Razorback, needing 3s. Yeah, let's go work that out again. 57 hits, needing 5s. That's a lot of dice. 24 wounds done, 3 up save. 8 wounds remaining on the Razorback. 3 ups. Ooh, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, are you joking? Is it still alive?
It is.
It's a shame I've got to hit you with a power fist or a power claw now, isn't it? It's boss knob time. 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. I get 2 hits. I am strength 10. So I'm wounding on 3s. Oh, I'm going to have to command point roll read one of them. Oh, yes. So it is -3 then, Tom. So you have got a 6 up save to make.
I'm going to use one of these filthy Geeks dice.
You're going to use one of the Geeks dice? No. It is a D3 damage. It's got 2 remaining.
It's gone, isn't it?
No, it's alive with 1 because I only rolled a 2.
Oh, yeah!
It's alive with 1. Damn it. Razorback now going to hit me back 1 dice because of having 1 wound. Hitting me on a 6. No, it doesn't. So at the end of the turn for the Orks, I score an extra 3 victory points. 1 for the truck, 1 for the boys because we are outnumbering that Razorback. Objective secured. And then obviously with no Dreadnought or anything else around there, that objective is ours. As we start turn 3 for the Deathwatch, Watchmaster Dave is out sitting on that objective and will start to gather the victory points as we go through the turns, as is the Watch Captain down here. The flyer that dropped off Watchmaster Dave has moved up and over the top of the boys and Gaz, and the rest of the assault squaddy tactical marinis are round as well, looking at fragging and moving into the boys and Gaz and the Pain Boy, and obviously we've still got the truck there as well. The Corvus Black Star is going to do its bombing run. You get a dice for every model in it up to a maximum of 10. It's 12 boys, so Tom has 10 dice in his hands. For every roll of a 6, it's a mortal wound. I can see 1. 2.
2 boys dead.
2.
Oh, 3.
3. Oh.
Not bad.
3 mortal wounds put on that squad. However, the Pain Boys within 6 inches, so on a 6 I ignore them. No, there's still 3 dead boys. Corvix Black Star is going to be the first to shoot, going to be shooting down into the big mass of Ork boys. Shooting with the assault cannons, 12 dice, needing 4s, re-rolling 1s.
It's cocked badly, yeah.
Yeah, so you got 2 1s in there.
Sorry, that was a 5. I'm just trying to...
I know you're trying to separate them out, I can see that. So re-roll 2 1s. So, strength 6, toughness 4, 3s to do the damage. All but 1. 5 wounds on my Ork boys. There's no AP modifier, so it's still 6. Was it -1?
It's -1.
-1, so I don't get a save. I get my 6 up, feel no pain, which I make 1 off, so there's another 4 dead boys. Hurricane bolters from the flyer now, trying to finish off those dwindled down Ork boys.
Hitting on 3s, we're rolling 1s.
1 reroll. They've all hit. Oh, apart from 1. Damn it, that's 11 hits. Strength 4 though, so you're wounding me on 4s. There's a few misses there.
Quite a lot.
There's actually quite a lot of misses. There's only 2 wounds.
That's shocking.
So 2 wounds put on the Ork boys. No AP modifying Hurricane bolters. So 6 ups. No. Feel no pain. 6 ups. No. 2 more poor little Ork boys pulled down. The 2 missiles from the flyer going down into the truck.
It's on 4s, we're rolling 1s. 1 hit.
1 hit. Okay. Strength 8. Toughness 6. 3's to wound me.
Wounds.
Minus.
3.
Can't save it.
It's 3 damage.
It's 3 damage, so it is ramshackle time. Do I get a 6? Do I command point that? No, I'm not going to command point that. So it is dead. Does it blow up? No, but it doesn't matter anyway because there is no body around it. So Watchmaster Dave's going to fire a Tempest Shell down into the back of the truck, hitting on 2+. Hits.
It does D3 mortal wounds.
Damn.
For 2. And because it cost me a command point,
yeah.
5+, I get it back. No, I don't.
No, you don't. So 2 wounds down on that truck. Lots of split fire coming up now. Some shots going at the truck, some at the pain boys, some at the boys. So where are you going first?
The assault cannon.
Assault cannon.
The truck. The Terminator. So hitting on 4s.
2 hits, 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits. Oh, check you out.
And 4's to wound. For nothing.
No wounds on the truck. Whew,
and then the other one into the truck was the impact shells.
Yeah, impact shell from one of the frag guys into there.
So I'm hitting on 3s, 1 hit. And then I wound you on 3s, so I'm strength 9, so I'm within 12.
No, no wounds. Next.
Okay, the Kraken bolts, which are poison 2+,
yeah,
into your pain boy. I hit twice, wound on 2s, get to reroll 1s because I've still chosen HQ. Great.
Pain boy's not HQ, it's an elite choice, mate.
Sorry,
sorry, so you get 1 wound on that.
Wound.
Minus.
Nothing.
Minus, so 4 up save. Yep, he's fine. Next.
The impact shell into the pain boy, I said.
Impact shells, yep.
So it hits.
Yeah.
It wounds you on 3s. Is your toughness 5?
5, yeah.
So I'm strength 9.
Oh, that's slightly cocked. Whoa. Taking the lich in with you.
It wounds. This is minus 3 AP, 3 damage.
All I've got is my 6 up save. I feel no pain. The pain boy has 1 wound remaining.
He's dead.
He is dead.
2 remaining frag cannons. We used their frag shells. It's 2d6 shots each into the boys.
Yeah, he's going against the boys.
So that's 11, 15, so about average.
15. Wow. 15 dice, wounding me on 3s.
That's not great.
There's still a few misses. Well, that's more than enough, Tom.
This is minus 1 rend each.
Yeah, so they're dead because all boys at the moment are 6 up saves. There's only 3 remaining. That squad's gone. Watch Captain's going to have a pop shot at the truck with his bolter. Hits. He's going to need a 5s to wound. It's a 4. He hasn't wounded. So the Deathwatch have decided to try and charge into the truck. So, big shooter. I get 1 hit. Their toughness 4. I get a wound.
Saved.
Tom saves it. So, what is the distance? It is a 5-inch charge into the truck. Oh, they're in with a 6. They are in. Thunderhammer guy to hit first, hitting on 4s. 1 hit. Wounding me though on 3s. It's wounded. It is flat 3 damage. Ramshackle. No. So it has gone because it's only got 2 wounds remaining. Does he explode? No, he doesn't. So next to go will be the Razorback. 1 dice, hitting me on a 6. No. So now I'm going to hit with the Power Claw, hitting on 4s. I only get 1 hit, but I'm strength 10, so I'm wounding on 3s. It's wounded. 6 up save, Tom. No.
But do I blow?
D3 damage, it's only got 1. But does he blow up? No, he doesn't. So at the end of Tom's turn, he scores an extra 3 victory points. The veterans down here, securing that objective. The Watch Captain and Watchmaster Dave getting the next victory points. The Orks now advancing up. Battle Wagon has come around, looking to put in his zap gun into the Watchmaster. Big shooters down into the remaining veterans. Gaz has stayed still. The Ork boys have moved up their movement, still holding on to that objective. Thinking about using Daka stratagem when I shoot into these guys. The weird boy has moved out. I ran him 1 inch. I used a command point, got a 6. He's now holding on to that objective. So as we move into shooting, let's see what damage we can do. 3 big shooters from the battle wagon into the veterans, hitting on 5s. Just get the 1. 3s to wound, no wounds. The zap gun against that watch captain. It will be strength 7, but I'm going to need a 6. No hits from that. Gaz is going to be next with his big shooter. 6 dice. All but 1 has hit. 3s to wound. 4 wounds. No AP modifier on this then, Tom. So you've got 4 3-ups to make.
I'm going to take him on the Terminator to start with.
Terminator, shocker.
Saved. 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 Saved.
Brilliant. I'm going to use Daka on these. The people within 12 are these front ones here. The rest of this squad is out of range. So I've got 2 big shooters within range. So 3 shots. Any hits of a 6 automatically do another shot. I get 1 extra. Hitting on 5 and 6s, so I get 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds, Tom. No AP modifier again.
On the Terminator. Oh, he fails it. Command point reroll. Passes. Do I get the command point back?
Cocked. No.
So I'm out of command points.
Finally, you're out of command points.
Terminator again. Passed. Dead. It's annoying.
8 shots from the normal sluggers. Oh, 3 extra shots though. So no. So an extra, only 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. 1 wound. No AP modifier.
Saved on the
Yes,
Terminator.
on the Terminator. Damn it. Now this is taking a little bit of thinking about now. So these guys here, these boys, are on this objective. But I can charge, it's 11-inch charge with the terrain into this squad here with a reroll and a couple of command points left. That would support Gaz. That would put extra attacks into that squad if I make it. Now they've got to weather the Overwatch first, but I will be pulling myself off that objective, so I'll be 1 less victory point. But I've got a better chance of wiping that squad with these boys involved. So I've decided to do it. These boys are going to go up and into combat. So I'm guessing, Tom, you are going to want to Overwatch me.
No, so I can only watch once, and I think you're going to fail, Rich.
You're going to think I'm going to fail. So 11. So that is a fail. Here we go.
Ooh!
So they are not in. Over to Gaz. I'm guessing you're going to Overwatch now. Thought you might. Come on then. Overwatch, Gaz. What's going first?
Throw cannons.
Throw cannons.
2d6 shots each.
Yep.
So this many shots. Oh, that is rubbish. That is... Oh, look at those ones.
I know, there's a lot of ones there.
That is probably the worst lot. So that's 8. You should get here.
Yeah.
Right, on average, a lot better than that. So
On average, a lot better. Yes, you are right.
that's 14. That is...
That's still quite a lot.
I auto hit.
You do auto hit.
What's your toughness?
Gaz's toughness is 6.
So I'm windy on 4s, we're rolling 1s.
2 1s. It's fine.
I need all the help I can get right now. So that many saves, please, at -1, 1 damage each. Which are
2...
8.
8
Wow,
wounds
made it
on
from
Gaz. So I've got 8 3-ups to make. Oh, 5 wounds. Gaz is battered, but still alive at the moment with 3 wounds. Salt cannon now going to shoot.
Hitting on 6s. Not
No
toffee.
hits. That's good. I like that. No hits.
And the bolt gun.
Yeah, bolt gun. 1 hit.
I'll use the poison 2+, because why would you not? It wounds. 2 plus save.
He's fine. That was bouncing on
And
a 1 then.
I'm gonna can I throw a crack grenade?
You can, yeah, go for it. No.
There we go.
Gaz is going to be
In.
in automatically, really, because he's so close. 5 attacks now, hitting on 2s. They have all hit. I am strength 12. I am wounding on 2s. There's a 1. I'm going to command point roll that. So you have got 5 wounds. And they are 3 damage a pop, but they're -3, Tom.
Oh.
So Tom is taking these one at a time on his Terminator. 5 up, invuln save.
Dead.
He's dead. So the Terminator's dead.
Boop.
Next to go.
He has to. It will be the Storm Shield guy with a 3 up invul.
3 up invuln, here we go.
No, he's dead.
He's dead, and then there's another 3.
We'll
And then you've got 3 6-up saves to make. Oh no, you've got another Storm Shield, haven't you?
But I'm not going to put it on that.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to put it on the 3 Fred
3 Fred cannons, 6-ups,
All dead.
all dead. So 5 dead from that squad. I'm happy with that result.
Oh, that's terrible.
Time for the Deathwatch to hit me back. I'm guessing it's the Thunderhammer first.
Yep. 1 hit.
1 hit, that's not good.
3's to wound, rerolling 1s. Wounds.
It's a wound. It's a 4-up invuln save for Gaz.
Oh, he goes through. 3 damage. He's dead.
I'm going to command point. Oh, I
you
can't. I've
did
already
it.
used it. So Gaz will fall at that with the Thunderhammer. Gaz is down. Leadership check for those Marines. They need a 3 or below. Oh, of course he rolls a 1. They're perfectly fine. So at the end of that turn, I score 2 victory points, but I've lost Gaz. Oh, that could be big. That could be turning point of this game. Let's head over to Tom's turn 4. With the fall of Gaz in the previous turn, it could be the big turning point of this game. The Black Star Flyer moving up to shoot the Weird Boy, who's down there towards that objective. Probably shots going into the Ork boys as well. These guys have stayed still. Frag cannon shots going down into the Ork boys, and the Watch Captain moved around a little bit, looking at the battle wagon. So the bombing run now, 10 dice.
On a 6, it's a mortal wound.
6 more wounds, damn it.
There is 1 mortal wound.
1 dead Ork before we start shooting the hell out of them. Watch Captain going to shoot with his melter, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. It's a 1. Please roll me another 1. Oh, he's hit.
So, wound you on a 3 or toughness 7.
I am toughness 7.
Wounds.
Minus.
4.
Can't do anything about it.
D6 damage. For 4.
4 damage, so I'm still alive with 6 wounds remaining. Corvus Blackstar now shooting down into the boys. 12 dice from the assault cannons, I'm guessing. Yes.
So, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Nope.
To 2.
Ooh.
Not many hits there, Tom.
Yeah, it's my luck.
Yeah, that is true.
I did kill Gaskell.
Yeah, okay.
On 3.
Yep. So 2 wounds.
Yes, -1.
2 wounds, -1. 2 dead Ork boys.
Hurricane Bolters, 12 dice. Hitting on 3s.
That's not bad shooting. That's good.
Yeah, but watch me not wound.
Now you need 4s to wound me. That's not bad either.
That's
7?
7 saves of 6 up. T-shirt save.
It is T-shirt save. 6 ups needed. I saved 2. 2 rockets going against the Weird Boy.
4s rerolling 1s. 1 hit.
Oh dear, this might be bad.
2s to wound, your toughness 4.
Yep.
Oh, I had to say that, didn't I?
It's a 1.
Is he a HQ or an elite?
He is a HQ, mate, so
I don't
you,
have mission tactics on it, it's fine.
you don't have mission tactics on it. So the frag cannon from the veterans now into the Ork boys.
2d6 shots for
3. Only
Wow.
3.
So wounded on 3s.
1 wound. 1 wound. No AP modifier?
-1.
-1, so another one.
That was rubbish.
Another one dead. Do you know what? I will take that. That was some poor dice rolling.
Can I lob a crack grenade?
You can lob a crack grenade.
Which it miss? Oh, yeah.
It misses.
Wow.
So I lost 8 Orks, but I've decided to use mob rule. There's 14 guys left. I lost 8. I can't fail it. It's a 6. So that is all good. They are fine. So at the end of Tom's phase, he scores 1 victory point for the veterans. He scores another 2 victory points because of the Watch Captain, so he's up to 3. He scores another 2 victory points because of Watchmaster Dave, so he's up to 5 victory points, and that brings it back to 12 all on victory points as we head into Orks turn 5. Battle wagon has stayed still. Shot's going to be going down into that watch captain. The Ork boys, they've moved around. Going to dakka again. Going to put some shots down into the veterans down there and then go into combat to hopefully finish them off. The weird boy has moved around and up onto a bit more onto that objective. He will score me 2 victory points this turn, and I'm going to smite that flyer. Smite. Do I get it off? I do, but I also perils.
You also get the big version, don't you?
I think I do. So, because I've got the big version off, it's D6 mortal wounds. It's 4 mortal wounds on the flyer. That's not horrendous, but it's also D3 mortal wounds on my psyker. 2 mortal wounds on my psyker. He's alive still. That's good. So, dakka in use now on this squad. So, big shooters first. Any 6s or the hits? No, but I get 3 hits. I'm going to be wounding on 3s. 2 wounds there, Tom. So, you got 2 normal saves to make.
Right. I'm the Vanguard veteran.
Yeah.
Might as well do the same at the time. I'll just say if I failed both,
yeah,
both dead. There you go, both dead.
Wow. 2 1s, kill them both off. I'm quite happy with that result. That's quite nice. Over to the big shooter from the battle wagon. Strength will be 5. Okay, it needs to hit. I'm going to be hitting on 5s.
6s. Oh,
no, I haven't moved. So
it's your profile change. Either way you missed.
I have missed. So I'm going to command point re-roll that zap gun. It's strength 5. Need a 5 or a 6. Oh, it's a 3, so I still don't hit. Big shooters now. 3 of them at that watch captain. 5 and 6s. No hits whatsoever. So he survives. So at the end of my turn, I score 3 victory points. 1 for that objective with the boys on, and 2 for the weird boy because he was holding it last turn. Everything has stayed still this turn for the Deathwatch. The flyer has entered hover mode, so he's not suffering his -1. Shooting down into the weird boy.
In on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Are you against elites then, are you?
No.
Oh, it's because it's
all
non-fly.
specs.
Yeah, all specs thingy. Oh dear. I think my weird boy might die now.
And wounding on 2s.
Yeah. And that's at -1.
Wounding on 3s, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, -1. He's
Yeah.
got 2 wounds left. He's dead. He's very, very, very dead. So the watch captain now going to shoot a melter down at the battle wagon. Hits.
3s to wound.
That's cocked.
Oh dear.
It's
No.
a 1. You have no command points left.
No.
So at the end of Tom's turn, he scores 1 for the hover flyer, 3 for Watchmaster Dave, 3 for the watch captain down here. So 7 victory points. Ouch. Do we get a turn 6, I suppose, is the question. Tom, I will let you roll this dice.
If we roll one of mine, it's going to be a 1.
Go on, roll the dice.
Called it.
It is a 1. We do not. So that is it. That is end of the game. The Orks score 15 victory points for objectives, plus First Blood, plus Line Breaker for the battle wagon down here, giving me 17 victory points. Tom scores 19 victory points for objectives, plus Slay the Warlord, plus Line Breaker for Watchmaster Dave. So it is a 21-17 victory for the Deathwatch. Let's head over to the post-game review. Wow, that was quite brutal. The first couple of turns there, I think you were quite worried, weren't you?
Yeah, I was just about to book my taxi home, really. After you got the first turn.
And that helped. I think that helped a lot for the Orks getting that first turn off there. I think Rhino rushing, the Ork boys, or the Ork knobs on bikes up the flank of the battlefield into your Razorback in turn 1.
Yeah.
Being able to charge after running or running, whatever it's called nowadays, it was really good.
It's horrible.
It was really good.
No, it wasn't.
For me, it was really good. For you, it was quite horrible. So that was Razorback gone in first turn. Pop the guys out.
Yeah.
Razorback damaged in, I think, your other Razorback was slightly damaged in first turn.
Yeah, my Dreadnought damaged.
And your Dreadnought damaged as well. So there was a lot of damage doing the rounds. And I thought, hey, up, here we go. This is going good.
Well, you got 4 objective points and First Blood in the first turn.
Yeah. Oh,
and
take
I
that.
have no model count, and you've just killed most of my mobility on turn 1.
Yeah. And then turn 2, that went quite well for the Orks again. I think
Yeah.
I think you scored. I've got it chalked up on the board. You scored 2 to my 3.
Yep.
So it was going quite well. And then Gaz.
Yeah, I mean that charge, the Overwatch. I was expecting better with.
You
2d6,
were.
4 lots of 2d6, 8d6 shots in Overwatch, auto hitting. Yeah, I rolled 14 on 8 dice, which is absolutely terrible. Thank God there weren't armor saves.
I know, yeah. Oh, I wish there were.
And then Rich charged Gaz in, took 5 wounds off him in the Overwatch. He had 3 left. Charged in, he did 4 hits?
5. I did all 5 because I command pointed. I command pointed my hit, so I killed off 5 guys.
Yes.
And then you hit me with the Thunderhammer, and I failed 1.
Yes, you're invulnerable, yeah.
I failed one of my invuln saves, and I couldn't use my command point because I'd already used it to hit.
Yes.
So he died.
Flat 3 damage. So my man of the match is now going to get a name. It's the guy with the Thunderhammer. I'm tempted to call him Thracker or Thrasher, something like that.
Just call him Gaz.
Oh yeah, I could call Gaz. There you go. Down the pub, if you want to meet this veteran, he's called Gaz. Legend. He died to a lot of Orc boys.
He deserves, and shooting as well. Didn't even need to get into combat. And Orcs suck at shooting.
Oh yeah, that Daka stratagems could be quite good, but
yeah,
6s.
It's one command point. You need 6s, but you hit it on 5s anyway. So you're either going to get 5 or 6s, and then you get your extra shot. And it does kind of work. I think losing Gaz was the turning point of that game. Yeah. I think if he'd have survived, or if I could have got my Orc boys up and into combat first with Gaz, the combination would have held.
The Overwatch. He wouldn't have got Overwatch. It would have been fine.
Yeah, exactly. And then we'd have gone on to the chapter. What Captain Rich?
Yes.
I like that name. I'd have killed him.
Yeah, you would have. It'd
have been close. I mean, that was close anyway. 21 victory points to 17.
I think it was if it wasn't a mission where characters score an extra on every turn they hold it.
Yeah.
So I think in the last turn, my Watch Master Dave and Watch Captain Rich scored me 6 points alone.
That's what won it.
Yeah, it was a huge.
That was a win for you because of that.
That's why they just stayed back, well out of the way, being like, "Go guys, do things for me."
But I like the missions. I like the missions in Chateau Proof because they are completely different. So you're scoring at the end of each turn, plus the fact that with this mission, do you leave your characters behind? Because obviously they give buffs to your units and to your army, and you've got to make that decision of, do I leave Watchmaster Dave sitting on top of a bastion for 2 or 3 turns, not doing anything?
Yes,
which he did because he got the victory points.
He oversaw things. He marshalled his troops.
He did literally oversee things sitting on top of that bastion.
And Watch Captain Dave was providing like ground information.
Yeah.
Watch Captain Rich. But I think the key thing was my command point rerolls. Getting their points back. I think, what did I get back? About 6?
I think for the first 2 or 3 turns, you didn't lose a command point.
I mean, I couldn't roll to hit or wound most of the time, but I got my command points back.
Which, to be honest, probably actually did you a massive favour towards the end of the game. You only ran out about the end of turn 4, start of turn 5, where you should have technically ran out probably at the end of turn 2, the way you were going through them like sweets.
Oh, I mean, the thing is, because Deathwatch don't usually last very long, so you've got a very small model count.
You do.
Yeah, thank you. I just try and use them up as quickly as possible because I don't think I'm going to get to turn 3 or 4. When Rich was killing almost a fifth of my army off in turn 1, I was like, yeah, this is going well.
I've got to say as well that I really enjoyed that with my Orcs. I think running large blob squads, and we know that from Orcs lists that have won at tournaments and things, lots of models, lots of boys in the squads. So yeah, it worked quite well. The jump helped me today as well. I think that large...
That's powerful.
I love that. That is brilliant.
That's cool.
It's a cool little psychic spell. So they killed off that veteran squad. They killed off a Razorback. They killed off the other veteran squad as well. So if anybody's going to be my man of the match, it's going to be that team, that unit, I think, that large Orc boys squad, because they survived all the way through.
I think, as you see, the first, 2 turns just concentrated, especially turn 1 on the bikes.
Yes.
And then I was trying to shoot his trucks, just try and get rid of his mobility.
Yeah.
I mean, in this, I didn't want him getting to my characters on objectives. So if it had his trucks or his bikes, he would have easily shut down my characters.
Oh, quite easily.
So that's why I just had to kill his bikes off. Some mobility.
Yeah, I mean, I was lacking shots against your flyer. Yeah. But we did a little bit of damage to it. And I got, a deep 6 smite on your flyer, which I did 4 mortal wounds on. Then took bloody 2 myself on my own cycle for doing Perils of the Warp.
Yeah.
But overall, really good, fun game. Really
super
enjoyed
fun,
it. That was
super
really,
fun.
really good. And it literally turned on 1 dice roll of Gaz.
Yeah, if you
1 dice roll.
if he hadn't failed his invul,
Or it'd have kept my command point.
yes.
I suppose it's one of them things, isn't it? It's what do you do? So it'd have been 1 less death in that unit, so I'd have killed 4 and not 5. You'd have probably kept the other Storm Shield guy alive, maybe, or one of the frags.
I had to keep the Assault Marine because they kept the keyword fly, so I can drop out of combat without shoot with the frag cannon again to Gaz.
Yeah.
So that's why I was hoping the Storm Shield guy and the Terminator would take some wounds to start with. No, they just dropped.
They were terrible dice rolls.
Oh, my whole dice rolls this game went against me, but even in spite of that, Rich was a really good player and let me win. So thank you, Rich.
Yeah, not a problem, Tom. But yeah, no, that was good fun. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as well. It does help out the channel when you guys like it. Please leave us a comment. What do you think to Orks versus Deathwatch? Did it work for you? Any recommendations on Orks? Yes, I know I need to paint up about 5 million extra Ork boys. But anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.